All right, welcome to Synth Wars call-in show. We got a show. Did you get the message? The Moog messenger, the message has been sent out. It has been delivered. And the question is, did you get the message? And that's what we're going to discuss here tonight, man. We'll just show the Moog messenger for a minute, do a little bit of a quick chat, then I'll open up the phone lines for calls. How about that? I think that's the way to do it. So let's get moving here, and then maybe we'll check out a little bit of synth news. Hold on, who knows, you know? All right, man, so welcome up. What's up, Roy Droid Void's in the house? How you doing, buddy? It's been a while since we did a call-in show. What's up, Machines One? Send out the message, throw it in the Discord, let everyone know we're live, man. And I think the video's coming in clear. I think the audio's coming in clear. I think the music's coming in clear. So let me check the levels. Everything looks good on my end. You guys let me know how it's working on your end. All right, perfect. What's up from Texas? Mark Baker, Floating Robots, what's happening? Roy Droid Void, what's happening? Wrangler, what's happening? We got a few people in here. So I'm working the one-man booth here as usual. The one-man show, produced, filmed, organized, unadulterated, unedited, straight to the point, baby. You get the warts, and you get the lumps, and you get the beauty, and you get the beast. You get it all when you join Synth Wars, Synth Samurai Productions, host of the famous Oscillators and Percolators Synthesizer Morning Show, host of Synth Wars, host of That Synth Show Live, host of The Shilling, host of numerous channels that are all within the Synthflix network. And we got a Synth Renegade Mafia channel that's going as well, which is a 5-man channel featuring Echo Craft, The Machines One, JML Recording. What's up, Viral Beats? And yeah, man, we got lots of stuff going on these days. I just watched a video from John Does Beats or whatever, telling everybody why he's made a second channel in that, and makes sense. He said he's made one channel. I translated it. He said he's making this channel so he can do what he wants. He called it like, this is a channel where I can be myself. I don't have to be a slave to the algorithm. So I translated one channel for chillin', one channel for shillin', one channel for chillin'. But you don't got to worry about that here. You don't got to be chasing me around all over the place. I'm doing it backwards. I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm doing it the way that everybody says not to do it, and I'm just coming to you with surprises. You never know what you're going to get, but you kind of got an idea of what you're getting, and the expectation of my audience, which he talked about, is expect the unexpected, and that's how we're doing it over here at Renegade Ranch, Synth Renegade Nation, Synth Samurai Productions. That's how we're doing it. So that's the intro. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, do what you got to do. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. It don't really matter that much. If you just want to hang out and not be a part of anything, then don't be a part of it. If you just want to view from the comfort of your own home, do that as well. So tonight we're going to be talking about the Moog Messenger. And you know how the Synth Wars call-in show works, man. You call in and you talk about whatever you really want to talk about, to be honest with you. But I'm just going to do the little intro to cover the Moog Messenger because that seemed to be the hottest topic. It stole all the air from the room during Super Booth. Although there was lots of cool products, there was the Frap thing. I can't remember the whole name of it. Frap Tools or something. Did that beautiful Magnolia synthesizer. There was the Melancholytron thing, which I didn't really get a good look at yet, but that's kind of interesting to me. There was a bunch of modular stuff, a bunch of everything else, and a lot of repeats and stuff that we already knew about, so nothing too exciting. I didn't think it was super exciting. I thought, looking at all the stuff, I was watching Pro Synth Network's channel yesterday in the day, and they put out some content, and I gotta thank Robbie for putting out stuff from Super Booth. He brought his own Zoom recorder and plugged the synths into this thing, and he gave us the cream of the crop audio. None of this potato crap recorded on your iPhone or through a friggin' microphone out of some monitors, and none of that nonsense, because that's garbage. He gave you the premium cream of the crop audio, you know, caviar for the ears. So shout out to Pro Synth Network for an amazing visual and audio experience. Shout out to Sonic State, because they're the ones who just brought content nonstop, 10, 15 videos a day, it seemed like. So shout out to old Nikki Bat, baby. And everyone else who was over there seemed to just hang out and have a good time. Shout out to all the people who did update videos from their bedrooms or hotel rooms with weird curtains in the background. And also, shout out to the Synth Mafia for dropping the Super Booth top 10 things I liked about Super Booth videos all at the same time so they could all juice the algorithm in unison. And I kind of messed that one up. I usually like to do the NASCAR and drag the Synth Mafia or catch the wave that I see coming in from the Synth Mafia. I dropped the Super Booth videos before they dropped them. So maybe I'll pick up some back end slack on that. But that's how we do it Shillbilly style. All right? We don't coordinate, we innovate. Okay, so this is the Moog Messenger. Let's see what we got in the chat. First, we got Conductive, Droid, Droid, Void, Zed Aeratone, what's up? Banana Rider, what's up, brother? Hans Volt's in the house. We got Don Wrangler, Echo Craft. Someone send Echo Craft a message. Well, you can't have a night with Echo Craft. Someone said Synth Punk a message too, will you? Let them know that we are live and in color. So we got the Moog Messenger. What did you guys think about it? I know what I thought about it. I'll give you my quick opinion, my quick take on it, and then we'll open up the phone lines real quick and we'll talk about it. But the Moog Messenger, if you haven't already known, you know now. They threw out this thing, cheap as chips for Moog. It ain't no Behringer cheap. It ain't for us. It ain't for the Behringer bros. But listen, if you're a Behringer bro would have worked a little extra overtime, you can actually own a Moog with a ladder filter, with a resonance bass boost, blah, blah, blah. It's a cool little sequencer. Nothing extraordinary, nothing special, but you get that Moog sound for $899. I found out the other day it's made with reinforced glass particles, okay? So I went and looked that up. Translation, fiberglass, okay? So instead of saying fiberglass, they had to go and make it sound like it was infused with glass. It was infused with fiberglass, and they called it glass reinforced particles or whatever, GRP, I think the name of it is. And that's what it is. So I heard it's actually pretty light. Metal top on the metal powder coated top, but plastic reinforced fiberglass on the bottom, which is a little heavier than plastic. So they're still trying to give you that Moog weight by keeping the price down. So we thank them for that. I know tons of people were super excited about it. Some people were like, nah, I don't like how Moog's going. This is an in-music synthesizer. I don't like it, blah, blah. Me personally, I like the idea of Moog finally putting out a product which normal people who don't drink wine and cheese can finally get their hands on. For every man out there that comes home with a bit of dirt under his fingernails and wants to play a little bit of synthesizer when the wife and kids go to bed, okay? When they want to get in the room and just off gas, now one of the blue collar boys, we can finally pick up a Moog synthesizer if we want to, okay? Will I be getting it? I don't know, okay? I don't know if I'll be getting that or not. That's the thing. But I might end up getting it, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Because I'm thinking about getting a few other things, okay? I'm thinking about getting the Behringer Wave. I'm thinking of getting the Oberheim TE-05. I'd rather have the TE-05 than the Moog. One thing about this, which I'm kind of disappointed, they didn't put polyphonic aftertouch in the Moog Messenger. Now, I know what you guys are saying. You're like, Samurai, why the hell would they put polyphonic aftertouch in a monophonic synthesizer? Because, baby, then you can use it as a polyphonic MIDI controller, okay? All right, that's why. I made the call out. Every synthesizer from mono to poly to whatever should have polyphonic aftertouch standard built in right now. So that's why I said that all monophonic synthesizers need to have polyphonic aftertouch, because it's 2025, all right? I want polyphonic aftertouch on a synthesizer, even if it's monophonic. I just want to know what's in there. I just want to know that they gave me everything they could give me for that price, okay? Now that's kind of half a joke, but you know, you want a glamour shot? Yeah. Kind of bored hearing about the Messenger? Yeah, guess what? If you're bored hearing about the Messenger, too bad, because you're going to hear about it for about another 45 minutes, brother. So you know what you can do, QWL Music? You can go get... Just kidding, man. I like you. I'm bored about talking about the Messenger, but this is kind of like on the fly episode, and I just wanted to put the final bookend on all this Messenger kind of talk and get it over with. So there's no better place to just finish off all this Messenger blah 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 than a call-in show where everyone can give their final opinions. Okay, here we got a bunch of hieroglyphs, boom boom shabam bam. We got the nice synthesizer on some wood with some moss. I don't know where that is. It looks like it could be a real place. It might be out behind the factory in Asheville or something. All that moss grew after the flood. Okay. Overview, blah, blah. Let's just check the specs. We don't need the overview. Here's the specs. Monophonic analog synthesizer, 32 keys, analog, semi-weighted, velocity, plus aftertouch, pitch bend, blah, 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 monophonic, 2 variable wave shaper voltage control oscillators, wave folder, 1 variable wave shaper sub-oscillator, 1 analog white noise generator, 1 external input filter with feedback, and a resonance bass boost for $899 fresh dollars. No tariffs, none of that crap, no panicans running around whining about tariffs. Heard a guy today be like, I don't know how much the Moog Messenger is going to be in American dollars because of the tariffs. How about this, dude? Same price. No problem. Okay? Enough with the panic. Jesus. Go relax, my son. Get outside, get some sunshine, crack a beer, mow your lawn, take it easy, and stop whinging and whining about tariffs. Because nobody over here at Renegade Ranch wants to hear that crap no more, okay? I'm more sick of hearing about damn tariffs than I am the Moog Messenger. And that says something. Timeless, intuitive, a legend reborn, compositional powerhouse, sound design, modulation playground, comprehensive connectivity, inspiration at your fingertips, endless sonic discoveries await. Now, the cool thing about the Moog Messenger, which a great friend Hans Volt told me, he believes this was called the Moog Messenger for a specific reason, and that is due to the CV outputs, okay? And I thought that was interesting, meaning that you can send MIDI into this thing, and you can send MIDI out of this thing, or CV, to control all the parameters and stuff like that. All right, so that's cool. QWL baby, I'm only just playing, dude. I'm just joking around. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm sick of the damn Moog Messenger too, dude. You're not the only one sick of it. I've been sick of it before they even came out with it. So how about that? All right, Sweetwater said extra candy. Yeah, last time I ordered from Sweetwater, I didn't get no candy. All right, all I got was a stink pipe. No candy. How about that? All right, so that's the Moog Messenger. You know what? Let's just open up the phone lines and see what everyone's got to say, shall we? Let me pull up my little phone device here, because I got multiple devices going. I'm going to turn it on off of Do Not Disturb and move it over here. And I'm going to go out of this chat window and jump over to the call-in radio. Phone lines are now open. Call in, let me know what you think, man. We got 413-279-4344. Give us a ring. Let us know your thoughts on the Moog Messenger. Let us know your thoughts on everything, and we will go from there, okay, as we see fit. I'm going to... Yep, we're on off of Do Not Disturb. All right, everything looks good, man. Yeah, so phone lines are open. 413-279-4344. I don't even got my own phone number memorized anymore. But that's it, man. That's the Google Voice. And let me know what you think. Is the Moog Messenger worth it? Is it sound good? Do you care? Were you impressed with Super Booth? Were you disappointed? Any or all of the above? First call. What's that?
Call from?
This is a Synth Borat.
Call from Synth Borat. Hello, sir. You're live and in color.
It is me, the Synth Borat. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Haven't heard from you in a while.
I've been here. Where have you been?
I've been around, dude. I've been checking out all the Super Booth news. I've been checking out the Messenger. I've been trying to get the Messenger out of my head, looking for other synths to occupy the time, but nothing's popped up yet. What do you think?
I think I like it, the Messenger. It's very nice. Has no mini keys. I like real big, yes?
Ooh, you like the big boy? This ain't a big boy synth, bro. This is a beginner synthesizer that's got a lot of functions for the expert, is what it is.
It's got very big keys, unlike crappy Arturia key steps.
Oh, damn, dude. You don't like the mini keys?
No.
Well,
that thing sucks.
Which one? I think Arturia's got something coming, man. They came out with a beautiful little mini thing today that you could throw in your backpack and go on the road.
I like very big synth samurais, not all these little toys. You understand?
I understand you're more like Echo Crafton.
Ah, EchoCraft, yes. He, he's installing big balls on Muse, I hear.
I did hear he told me the other day he's gonna get a set of those trucker balls that people have hanging off their the ball hitch and hang them off his Muse. I was like, bro, that's a good idea.
Very nice, yeah.
You like that? I'm thinking about getting a pair too. I don't know where I'd hang my balls though. I'd probably hang them right by that alien head up there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I am really liking the new Magnolia synths. It's very nice.
I like
it
that.
Sounds very good. You press the keys and it goes. Like, very good, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. It's got that sound.
Yeah, it's got the Fantasias.
It's got the Fantasia. It's cream. Don't forget, it's cream. So we all love the cream dream around here.
I don't like Cream Dream. I'm still Team Muse.
You're still on Team Muse even after Echo Craft's demos?
Unfortunately.
Well, yeah. Listen. Echo Craft, we know the deal with Echo Craft. And as you know, Echo Craft is one of my greatest friends, great mentor. He's like a big brother to me, and I respect him like no other. But I've been reading on the forums that he's sponsored by Moog, and they're doing one of their guerrilla marketing campaigns. I'd like to get Eric Norlander to come out here and please tell the world if this is true or not. But he loves Moog.
I heard from the greatest synthesizer philosopher of all time, Synth Punks, that Echo Craft is a sellout.
Did Synth Punk say that?
I thought I heard on recent streams. Am I correct?
I think you might have heard that. But that actually might have been. I might have said he sold out. I don't know. I don't think he sold out. Listen, I think I'm probably one of the only ones left who didn't sell out. What do you think? You think I sold out?
Maybe. You were wearing Behringer jackets.
Yeah, that ain't selling out, bro. That's just called style. So what are you getting? You buying anything?
I was thinking maybe I buy Behringer's next synths.
Ooh,
the BX1s.
Mmm.
Or maybe the new Jupiter clones.
Ooh.
That's very nice.
Oh, you like the Juno clone from Behringer just came out? The JN 80?
No. The Jupiter clones.
Oh, you want the Jupiter 16.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, 16 voice, polyphonic aftertouch, maybe even a load of effects. We don't know yet. We're waiting on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
So what
else is going on? When can I join the Synth Renegades?
Dude, you listen, there's no membership. You just say you're one, and you are. That's how you join.
I've been signing up to Patreon for 3 months. I have gotten no extra feed videos.
I thank you for that. Patreon's $15,000 a month, so I know it's been you're $45,000 deep right now, but I think it's worth it. You got my great grandmother's ketchup recipe. You've got the workout program, and I think you were involved in the first auction for the pair of socks that I auctioned off for one of my last jams, weren't you?
I didn't win.
Oh, yeah, you didn't win the auction, but that's fine. Anyone else who wants to join the Patreon's closed. We got, I think it was 150 Patreon members last time at 15 grand a month. I had to close it because I felt too guilty.
I'm going to keep paying, but I really want these feet pics.
What do you want?
These feet pics.
You want some
pics?
You want feet pictures?
You put in the small. You put in the descriptions of feet pics.
I'll give you one right there, Lo. Here, screenshot that. Okay, there's your first feet pic. Rewind the video and screenshot it. All right. What else you got to say? What's your final message to the world, Synth Borat? What's your finest message to the world? Are you still there, dude? You're too busy looking at those feet pics. I'm disconnecting you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye. All right, that's Synth Borat. I don't know, man. He's been harassing me for feet pictures for months and months and months now. So he can take this video, rewind it, and he can put his own. He can take a screenshot of that foot pic right there. All right, 413-279-4344. Let us know what you're thinking. The topic tonight is: did you get the message? The Moog Messenger is here. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you glad? Are you mad? You know, one or the other. Me personally, I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but I think it's a good price. All right.
Call from
Synth Punk.
Okay, we got a call from the one, the only. I wish I had a button here where I could do notorious. Notorious. What's up, buddy?
Hello, this is Hans Volt.
Oh, Hans Volt's calling in?
Do you hear me? This is Hans Volt. Do you like Pop-Tarts?
Damn, dude. Oh, dude, I didn't know Hans liked Pop-Tarts. Do you know
Oh,
that?
he's the king of the Pop-Tarts.
He's the king of the
Hans
Pop-Tarts?
Pop. Hans Pop.
Hans Pops? Damn, bro. You
Hans Pop.
gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta
He's
be.
like, he can't take jokes.
I don't know, man. Listen, that's something you have to take up with him privately.
But I gotta tell you, though,
Yeah.
I know that was Hans Volt,
Who?
your last call.
Synth Borat?
Your last call was, it's Hans Volt.
No, Synth Borat is actually, I think he's from over in Ukraine, and he calls in every once in a while. He's a Patreon member.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's a Patreon member. He pays $15,000 a month for the
Oh.
Patreon. He keeps asking me for
15
feet pics. Yeah, $15,000 a month for my Patreon.
Okay.
So yeah,
$15,000.
yeah. If you want in, I got it closed now, but I'm thinking about 2026. Open up 5 more spots to get in on it. So
Then raise it to $20,000.
I might raise it to 20 then. Yeah, everyone who's in already is grandfathered in at 15, but I might raise it to 20. So listen, dude, come on, what's on your mind?
You want to talk about why you shouldn't buy the Moog Messenger?
Dude, this is your call. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Moog Messenger is a cool synth.
Mm-hmm.
All synthesizers are cool, but you get to a point where it's like, if you can't hear the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I got home from school today. I turned on the Subsequent 37, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Moog Messenger? I don't think so.
Really?
Nope. No. I turned on the Tetra
Mm-hmm.
just now, about an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got your message that you were doing the call-in show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to I just uploaded a short video on the Tetra. It's like
Mm-hmm.
60 seconds long. And dude, I can hear the sonic quality, the sonic difference.
Of the Tetra?
And I'm going to tell Machines One right now that I am not going to talk about the Pro 3.
Oh yeah.
I promise.
I think they.
I'm going to give you a no Pro 3 guarantee.
I think they got a synth punk bingo when you come on sometimes to see if you're gonna do Pro 3.
No
Mini
Pro
Moog.
3 guarantee.
Okay, baby, that's big news.
The no Pro 3 guarantee.
dig
Because
it.
I could be talking about the Tetra and how the Tetra will completely destroy the Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4-part multi-timbral, dude.
Why don't you give us a rundown of what you got in your setup here at the moment?
At the moment, in the studio, I am looking at a Pro 3. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but you asked me. I am not selling the Pro 3. I am not endorsing the Pro 3. But next to it, I have the Tetra.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Mini Moog
Mm-hmm.
Model D, 2022 version,
Mm-hmm.
Appalachian Cherry,
Mm-hmm.
Polybrute 6,
Ooh.
Arturia Micro Freak, which I totally love, the Subsequent 37, the Mofo, the Jupiter X, the Rev 2, and the Motif Rack ES.
That's a good lineup, dude. I gotta say, you've slowly built back a beautiful little majestic synth castle you've created for yourself there.
Yeah, I might bring some more back.
We shall
Ooh,
see.
There's rumors going
We
around.
shall
There's
see.
rumors going around that you might have some synths buried in the Catskills. Is that true?
I have friends. Local friends with recording studios who have some of my gear.
Well, bro, listen. You gonna give us any hints?
Yeah.
Give us a riddle.
Nah.
Give us a riddle of what one might be. Can you come up with a riddle on the spot? I know you're good at stuff like that.
Oh, I don't know. What synthesizer was I the most disappointed with?
Ooh, anybody who's been following synth punk lore for ages, shout it out in the chat. Let's see if anyone knows it. A few people might know it. So anyways, tell us about the Moog Messenger, man, because I'll tell you my personal opinion. The Moog Messenger for me was a great business move by InMusic. It was getting gateway synthesizer into the hands of people who are in the Behringer Bro community, the people who are interested in synthesizers, and now they can get into the Moog ecosphere or ecosystem, whatever you want to call it, or echo chamber, some people call it, and then and it's given to them for $8.99, but it's nothing special. It's a monophonic synthesizer, ladder filter, probability sequencer, but it's got a lot of CV capabilities, and it's got a resonance bass boost button. What do you think?
In terms of what you just reeled out?
That and anything else.
I can hear the it's got to sound like a lot of stuff out there. There were some moments where I was really impressed with it. So, but I just it's just, okay, let's talk about the aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the aesthetics on your screen right now. I'm watching it, looking at it in terms of like what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of, it's reminiscent of the 37 key chord synthesizers.
It's nothing pretty to me. I don't think it's beautiful at all.
It's like not even wood ends.
Not even got the end cheeks, dude.
Not even like thin. Like they didn't even have to be thick.
But they didn't even need to be thickies. We were looking for a couple skinny pieces of wood on there, you know?
You know, and the thing is, it's like it's not even 3 octaves.
It's not even 3 octaves. But
I mean, if they're going to go cheap like that, at least have 3 octaves. I mean, how much more money is it going to cost?
I'd say they'd talk it. I think they were trying to keep it under. See, the thing about this is my opinion. The thing about Moog is they have to keep it. They have to keep the cork sniffer snobs happy, right? So they can't make it too cheap, because then they'll be like, oh, this is just cheap trash. So as long as they keep it at a price that probably AI figured out that this is the price that will allow the entry level in and keep the synth snobs happy, you know, the Moog addicts or whatever you call them, it's good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a guy who buys a Model D will probably pick this up, because if you got money for a Model D, you'll probably pick this up just to try it and see. And I've heard people say that this sounds like a Model D, is what I've heard, a mini Moog.
You're saying the Messenger's got a Model D sound?
Yeah, a lot of people said it can sound like a Model D, and even better because it's got the resonance bass boost.
I mean, a lot of synthesizers can sound like Model Ds. Mark Doty, excuse me, I got a sore throat. Mark Doty did a demo of the Model D versus the ARP 2600M and the Matrix Brute, okay? And you really couldn't tell the difference. You know, so it's kind of like a moot point if they're saying it sounds like the Model D. But honestly, there's certain sonic geographical area where synthesizers can't sound like it.
I think you're better off going for a Behringer Poly D, to be honest.
Well, the Poly D doesn't have presets.
Exactly. I don't know. I go back and forth. I think the Messenger is a genius move by Moog. I think it's really smart. If I'm talking just business, I think it's super smart, and I think they did a really, really smart thing here. And I think next up on the list is you're going to see Muse, Messenger, and I think the one in the middle should be called the Maverick, which would probably end up being a 5-voice flip top. Is what I think.
I think the Maverick is a good name.
I think the Maverick is a legit name for
Maverick.
the middle synthesizer, Maverick, and then they put a huge eagle on it for the American heritage of Moog. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm looking. So this is what I found out. Apparently, the Messenger. Oh wait, maybe that's not the. That's so funny. I didn't know this, but you know the Moog Siren?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like the Moog Siren, actually. I think that's what they did.
Some people were saying that, but I think it's got a lot more.
I think that's what they did, and I think it's modified Moog Taurus VCOs. I think that's what they did.
I know they threw the Labyrinth wave folder or wave shaper in there or whatever, and then they also threw that DFAM setting, the drummer from another mother setting in there too. GFAM mode, it's called. And that's when Lisa Belladonna was dropping the index finger. Right?
She got some good sounds out of it. I mean, the only thing that puts me off is, honestly, for the amount of money they want for it, they want $900 for that.
I mean, and it's a Moog, though. It's a Moog.
It's not made in America, though.
Some people told me the other day it's assembled in America, but I don't know if I believe that, but that's what some people said.
All the parts are made, and they're not made. There was a company, in North Carolina that did all the Moog Model D parts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think they also did the subsequent synthesizers too. But the thing is, when I hear, my ears don't lie to me. When I hear like a Moog Grandmother, the Moog Grandmother sonically just blows away the Messenger. And that makes me worried.
All right, well, can I tell you something? I actually heard a bunch of people who went to Super Booth. They said that the Messenger blows away the Matriarch sound-wise. It just destroys it. That's what I heard.
Well, for some reason, I had a Matriarch, and I still have the Grandmother, but I had a Matriarch and a Grandmother in the same room, and the Grandmother destroyed the Matriarch. And I don't know why. I can't answer why, but my ears always veered toward the Grandmother.
Yeah, and you got those old ass synth ears, dude, don't you?
I will upload a Moog Grandmother demo that I did a long time ago that I have.
Yeah, re-upload it.
And then you can hear how freaking fat the Grandmother is. You know, I mean, and it's the same price, right? I think the Grandmother's is it $9.99? I think.
I think Grandmother's $9.99. This is not. I think the Grandmother looks better than this though, but it's semi-mod. I mean, dude, listen. Also, this has got presets. It's got a great sequencer. It's got a newly designed filter, and you can take it gigging with you if you. Excuse me, really want that Moog? I just ate a bunch of tacos, man. I'm burping up some grass-fed beef and some sriracha, a little bit of red pepper, a little bit of green pepper, and some ketchup. You guys put ketchup on taco?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Ketchup on tacos is wicked.
Ketchup on taco, man.
Yeah. It's basically like salsa without all the dirty chunks.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you looked at the price of the base station?
No, I've never been interested in the bass station. I was telling people the other day, I don't even use bass. You know, I don't use bass in my music. I'm not into bass.
The bass station it's almost like the bass station, except for the bass. See, the bass station's got 2 DCOs. That's the thing with the bass station. But you've got analog filters on the bass station.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's only 2 octaves. So Moog's like, okay, we're going to do 3 octaves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to up the ante.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, for the price, I don't know. Like this is the thing. It's like EchoCraft, and I'll get off the phone because you're probably sick of me. EchoCraft.
I'll never get sick of you, beautiful.
EchoCraft has got a Matrix brute. Okay. It's like, why would he want a Messenger? You know, the Matrix brute is 3-voice paraphonic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and let me tell you, you can get some sweet pads out of the Matrix brute. I mean, it's basically the Poly Brute 6, but 3 voices.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I'm going with that?
I think, but this is the thing. See, this is where I differ with you. I don't ever look at synthesizers for me like, oh, I have this synth. Why would I get that? Because this one can do that. I like I think it looks cool, sounds cool. I'm going to get it. I don't care if it does what this one does. That looks cool. I'm interested. I got the gas. I'm getting that. I like that. I want to try that out. I'm getting that. So I'm never really, I don't look at it as like, I got this synth, so why would I get that? Because that can do that sound. Because basically, like you're saying, every synthesizer, you know, can do sounds that are the same, right? And I'm a digital, I like digital. I like digital hybrids more.
When you get into multi-timbral, though, that's a game changer. Anything that's multi-timbral is a game changer.
Echo said he doesn't want the Messenger anymore because he heard it was made of fiberglass. He jumped off the bandwagon. He snapped. He woke up from the hypnosis. Yeah, he woke up from the hypnosis. It's not made of fiberglass. It's a glass reinforced particles, what they're calling it now, dude.
Oh, they're trying to save their ass.
Dude, isn't that a beautiful, beautiful glaze? Instead of saying fiberglass, they said glass infused or glass reinforced particle.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
I don't know. I don't know. They didn't even make like a metal end cheek where you could switch it out. There's no way to switch it out.
Yeah, not like the beautiful Mantis, right?
Yeah, the green is starting to grow on me, honestly.
Green does grow on things. It's growing on me too. I like it, but I'd put neon pink on my end cheeks.
I don't know. Any one last question you want me to address?
Last question. When are you going live again?
I gotta get my studio set up for that.
I like your live you did last time.
It's gonna be a couple of weeks.
Oh, last question. What's your problem with the Renegades, brother?
Oh, dude.
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
I went through a rough patch, okay, man? I felt like I got fucking ousted from the Renegades.
You'll never be ousted from the Renegades, brother. You know
I felt, dude, I am a pariah in the synth community. Nobody likes me. I'm talking like the Shillathon.
Listen,
nobody
man,
in the Shillathon likes me.
Here, you can't do things for other people. You got to do it for yourself. And you know what? You can't.
Look at Hans Volt. Hans Volt has added his name to Bo Beats and Andrew Wang.
What do you mean of not liking you?
Yeah, look what he's saying in the chat. He's like saying F synth punk. You were never in.
Yeah, you know what he's doing, dude. He's just. I think you and him you guys need to have some marriage counseling outside of the.
He's got some Hannibal. He's doing the Hannibal Lecter on me right now.
Well, you know what you got to say. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me.
Have the lambs stop screaming?
Yeah, dude. All right, I might have to mediate a you and Hans show, man, and squash this beef.
Tell you.
We'll call it Beef Squashers. What?
We do a three video show where each one of us is on the screen, and your YouTube channel will blow up.
All right, I'll think about it. I'll see if I can gear it up. I'll talk to Hans's management. I'll be in touch with your management. We'll see if we can get it to work.
I don't have management.
All right, you're the manager.
I don't have management.
All right, bro.
So anyway,
listen. Yeah.
One last tip for everybody. Anyone who's thinking about getting a Behringer BBG wave, go on Reverb right now. There is a sweet Ensoniq ESQ1 wave synthesizer for only $700 with shipping. And you can make an offer.
Are you selling it?
No, somebody's selling it out in River Falls, Wisconsin. Brickhouse Music is selling it, and it's freaking clean as a whistle. If you want real wavetable, the ESQ1 has an analog filter.
Okay. Everybody, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
There it is. It's only $600 plus $100 shipping, and it even has make offer. I would offer like $525. You could get an ESQ1 in very good condition for $625.
Okay, that's a deal. That's a deal.
When you get a chance, go watch some ESQ1 videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I was a fan of the ESQ. I've seen some ESQ1 a while ago. I was checking into the ESQ1. All right, my brother. Listen.
I had one. I had one when I was 19.
You had them all, though.
I had them all, pretty much. And the ones I didn't have, like the CS80, I played.
You played them all. All right. So listen, we got to get something going here soon. I'll be in touch. All right. So let's get this going. This is Synth Punk, world exclusive. Actually, when you just did that fake voice, I didn't think it was you, but then I was like, oh, it's you. Okay. You punked me a little bit at the beginning.
From now on,
Yep.
I'm not allowed to say Hans Volt's name.
All right. The name shall not be said.
So I'm going to call him Voldemort.
Oh, shots fired. All right, bro.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bro.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, that's Synth Punk, man. Elusive, notorious, shows up, drops some knowledge and some nukes, and then takes off. So we got the phone lines. Let me go back to the phone line section. 413-279-4344. The chat is just out of control down here. I can't even keep up what's going on in the chat. It's so out of control. We got war in there. We got battles. We got, to be honest, we got Voldemort. Synthpunk just named Hans Voldemort. So I don't know, man. Fireworks could end up going off here at some point. I don't want to see those two guys in the presence of each other physically, because it might be out of control. All right, so we got phone lines up 413-279. I'll take a couple more callers and then we'll call tonight. 4344. The topic is whatever you want to talk about, but Moog Messenger is basically the starting point if you got anything to say about this beautiful, legendary, entry-level synthesizer, gateway product from Moog to bring in all the people who actually wanted that Moog sound, who couldn't get it. Hold on, call coming in.
From
Rob Taylor.
All right, we got a call from Robbie Taylor. Robbie Taylor, you're online, my brother. What's happening? Welcome to Synth Wars Calling Show. What's on your mind?
Hey, well, how's it going? I just wanted to call and say, hey, man.
Yeah, what's up, brother? You feeling good these days?
Yeah, doing all right. Just redoing my room again and, putting in another patch bay,
Never ending, bro. Never ending, isn't it?
I know. It always is. It's just, I hate redoing those things.
Dude, I got to do it too. Echo's doing it. It seems like this is the season of redoing the setup,
Right. And I'm enjoying the heck out of my Korg multi-poly, of course.
Bro, tell me about it. Like, I don't think people understand how awesome it is.
I know. And, I got to tell you, though, the most surprising thing about it is how lightweight that thing is. I was expecting, with all the things that thing can do and how powerful it is, I expected it to weigh more than my Roland synth.
Do you got the module or do you got the keyboard?
I got the module.
Yeah, dude. And the module's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as a matter of fact, I didn't even know anything about it till I saw you get it. Mm-hmm. And, of course, your video gave me the gas to get it, of course.
Dude, my videos are known to be the most gaseous videos on YouTube. Like,
definitely.
I mean, the okay, what do you like about the multi-poly the most? Screw the Messenger. The Messenger's old hat for the minute. Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about a real quality synthesizer that can pretty much do anything. Go for it.
So as soon as you got it and you turned that thing on, and I heard Rush, the song from Rush, right
Tom
there.
Sawyer,
yeah.
Dude. You ever just play Tom Sawyer patch all night?
Yeah. That, and then the camera eye and all that. I'm a big Rush fan. Yeah. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, dude, that's it. I placed my order on Sweetwater and I ordered that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had to have it. I didn't care how much.
And I think when you open it up, right, it starts on the Tom Sawyer patch.
Yep.
And
exactly.
Bro, doesn't it sound insane? I've had people say that the Tom Sawyer patch actually sounds better than most Oberheims.
Well, I've never got a chance to mess with an Oberheim, so yeah. But I don't care. This thing is awesome. There's so much this thing can do. I'm just like, I'm in awe. I haven't even got a chance to explore anybody's patches yet because I'm still just, this thing it still has so much more it can do.
Dude, there's so many patches in it. I was like you. I was like, I'm going to buy a bunch of patches and I haven't even got through all of them yet.
Right.
Because this is how I know that I got a good synthesizer and that Korg knocked it out of the park. I plan on sitting down and going through every single patch. And dude, I will get 2 or 3 in and I just get stuck on it and then I manipulate it. And the mod knobs on this are so awesome.
Right. And then you try to add it and then you want to do another layer to it. And then next thing you know, you haven't even moved on to the next iteration. Yeah. You're like, oh, Yeah, and then you're like, okay, wait, let me add a little bit of this, let me add a little bit of that, and then you're like, okay, I sat down here because I wanted to explore another different little sound here,
Mm-hmm.
another patch here, and you end up doing nothing. You're just still stuck on the first one.
And
Yeah.
do you own any of the other Korgs? Do you own the Wave State, the Op 6, or any of those
No,
ones?
actually, no. This was the first. This was the first actual module. I own a bunch of little baby Korgs, like
Yep.
the Volcas
Yep.
and stuff like that. So this was, I dipped my toe into all the little ones, and this was my first, module, big one. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
But dude,
So
it's a keeper, isn't it?
definitely, this is definitely the one. Yeah,
And you
for
got a
sure.
bunch of people out there too. What I'm excited about, because when this first came out, I was watching a bunch of videos on it, and everybody was like,
Mhm.
the people who got it were like, I don't think, because when the Synth Mafia did their shill tsunami, they didn't really, they basically just quickly did a shill video. And I don't even think they understood how friggin' deep this thing is and how great it sounded, because
Right.
the first people that got it, like when the real people got it, the non-shills got it and they started talking about it, they were like, man, this thing is like mind-blowing.
Well,
And
see,
yeah,
yeah, that's the one thing though. I didn't watch anything on it. I literally watched your video and ordered it.
you the man,
I didn't
bro.
I didn't do any research on it before that. I was just like, oh, Tom Sawyer, that I gotta have it.
And that's how the shillbillies do it, bro. We just do it for the love of it. Right?
So yeah, my only experience, I'm fairly new to music. I've only been doing this for a couple of years, but
Mm-hmm.
I went from the Arteria key steps to the Roland Phantom
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm using now as that's my main keyboard. And then I bought a bunch of modular things, like the drum butte impact is my drum.
Yep.
I have a bunch of like Presonus and Mackie mixers
Yep.
and stuff on my desk, and then and I've got a few rack things like some DBX stuff and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. You got the Drum Brute Impact 1984, or you got the black?
No, I bought the black one.
Mm-hmm.
When I ordered, I wasn't specific, so they gave me the black one.
Nice. Yeah. It's like,
You
bro,
know,
the
and
1984
then
one, they sent it to me with nothing on it. They were like, if you're ordering something with 1984 on it, we're not even putting anything on it. So I had to go and put everything on it myself. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Oh, how odd. Yeah, and then I made a big investment. I bought the Ableton Push 3 with the software, the whole suite.
Yep.
Ableton Suite software. So that one took a big chunk of change.
Mm-hmm.
And then my father passed away. So that's how I got an inheritance from him. So I was able to drop a big old chunk of change. And that's how come I was able to just throw down the money and buy the Korg.
Well, God bless your old man,
without
man. God
thinking
bless your
there.
old man. God bless your old man.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's pretty much my library here of all my goodies.
You got anything you're gassing over? Are you thinking about picking up, or are you kind of settled for a little bit and just going to focus on working the studio?
Well, I've been working on my room. I have two giant racks here that I bought some Gator cases, Gator frameworks that I just put together.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one on each end, these 10U Gator cases with the pull-out drawers on each end.
Oh.
And so I put one of those on each side of my desk, and then I have two 4U tabletop Gator framework wooden, what do you call them? They're like tabletop, what do you call them? Desktop versions.
Yep.
And they hold four racks. So I have my Korg multi-poly in one of those 4Us.
Sweet.
On there, and then I have I have an interface and a couple of patch bays and my Behringer 8-channel splitter where I have my speakers going out of, so I can control the audio evenly to all four corners of my room, to all four of my monitors, because I like to keep my monitors nice and even that way. It's that Behringer, what is that one called? It's the oh my gosh, where's those glasses? This is a really neat thing. Behringer doesn't have any videos on YouTube about this thing.
What is it? Is it a mixer? Patch bag? What is it?
It is the Behringer. Ultralink 2 in 8 out distribution splitter
Huh.
model DS2800.
Damn,
Look it up.
they gotta get a better name. They gotta get a better name. But that is,
Yes,
you
look
know,
it up on YouTube. You won't find hardly any videos on YouTube. The only YouTube videos are in a foreign language. They
mhm.
don't mention hardly anything about it on Behringer's website. But yeah, you get 2 in, and then you have 8 individual dials out. It's real cheap. It's only like $80 or something.
Oh, that's cool. Do me a favor, after,
Yeah,
throw it in the comments section, the name of it, because I want to go back and look it up.
sure.
Like
Yeah,
just put it in the comments, Behringer, and then all those numbers and letters, and then I'll look it up because that sounds pretty cool.
yeah, and so that's how I do all my channels. That's how I get all my speakers all in line. I can dial in. Yeah. Anyway.
Sweet, bro.
So yeah. So anyway, hey, did you ever find a what was that thing? That Strymon pedal that you were looking for?
The Strymon one? Oh,
Yeah, remember you were going to get that one from me?
the Strymon. What was
The
that? The Strymon
Timeline.
timeline. No, because I got the Night Verb. I went and bought the Steam Pipe, and then I'm using the delay in the Chroma console
okay.
at the minute, and just I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, do I really need to
Okay.
get anything else? I got the whole delay section in the Chroma console,
Right,
so I was just gonna
right.
play with that for a bit. But I do at some point want to get like a dedicated, real sweet delay.
Well, I got to tell you, the reason I was going to let that Strymon go is because I fell in love with a different delay pedal, and you might want to consider it.
Yeah.
Is the Grand Canyon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, the Grand Canyon. It's not nearly as expensive, and it's so much more fun.
The Grand
you know, it's
Canyon.
not-
Who makes that?
I believe that's the is that Electro
Electro-Harmonics?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, yeah, I'll check that one out. I was checking that one out, and Machines One told me the Boss DD200 or D200.
I have that one too. Yeah, it's the DD200. I own that as well. That one is also an awesome pedal.
Yeah, he
I
said
run
that
those.
one's really good.
I run those together. I'll ping pong out of one of them and then run delay out of the other.
Oh, sick.
And then I run I have a Strymon, what is it, Bluebird or Big Bird
Mhm.
or something, and I'll run
yeah,
the
yeah.
reverb out
Bluebird.
of it, and so I'll run all three together and use the reverb out of that Strymon, and so yeah.
Strymon
and then
needs to make the Strymon Big Bird yellow. That would be epic. They'd sell 1 million of them.
So my room is still a little bit destroyed. I don't know where I put my pedals at the moment. But yeah, I have that blue one, whatever it's called, the little one. And it's a reverb pedal by Strymon. But yeah. And so yeah, that one makes a really great reverb sound. But when you throw that in between the DD200 by Boss and the Grand Canyon delay pedal, and yeah, you get that reverb in there just right. And yeah.
Just get lost in the sauce, as Symptoms of Reality says.
Yeah, it's so awesome. So yeah, you gotta taste that.
Awesome, brother.
So yeah,
super sweet, man. Well, let's keep
Yeah,
rolling, man.
hey,
Let's
well,
keep buying synths.
I'm gonna let
Let's
you
keep
go,
gassing
yeah.
up, and let's keep this show on the road.
There you go. All right, have a great one.
Robbie, man, it was
Talk
great
to you.
talking to you, brother. Call in again next week.
Sure thing.
All
All
right,
right. Bye bye.
Okay. All right, man. That's Robbie Taylor, baby. He was. We were almost in negotiations to do a deal on a Strymon timeline, and I got cold feet at the last minute. I had to pull out because I was like, man, I got 2 delay pedals right now. Plus, I got the Maris Hedra. I got the hologram microcosm with delay as well. So I was like, do I really need a delay pedal? So I got cold feet, and God bless Robbie Taylor for wanting to give me a great deal on it. And yeah, but he just named some other cool stuff, and I want to check out that Behringer thing that he named too. All right, we'll take one more call. 413-279-4344. Last call tonight. You know the topic's Moog Messenger, but the topic is anything. We just went on a beautiful chat about the Korg Multi-Poly, which I personally think is the greatest synthesizer of 2025, hands down right now. Although Behringer has some amazing ones and better ones coming. At the moment, I have to give the Korg Multi-Poly and the Behringer Wave are in a dead heat right now. But I haven't got to try the Behringer Wave yet. But from everything I'm hearing from everybody else, the Behringer Wave knocked it out of the park. But the Korg multi-poly, I'm a Korgi too, and the Korg multi-poly is just absolutely extraordinary. All right, 413-279-4344. Last call tonight. We'll give it a little bit of a countdown here, and then we'll switch on over and close her up, because we all got to work and we all got to make money to buy more synths. It's like, I work hard. No, yeah, I work hard to buy more synths so I can work hard to buy more synths. All right? Yeah, we got no $2 from Echo tonight, dude. Echo didn't get us $2. If I don't get $2 from Echo Craft, that means my audio's clean, my video's clean, everything's pristine. All right, so, all right, there it is. Behringer UMC 1820 audio interface. That's the one Robbie Taylor was talking about, and it seems super cool. All right, so let's jump on over here real quick. We'll finish up the Moog views. Here it is, baby. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful synthesizer. And just a quick news alert for today. Okay, we got the Arturia Microlab Mark III that just came out right here. Improved quality, lower price, super mini. Am I excited about it? I mean, you can throw it in your backpack, and I do need a MIDI controller, so am I excited? I don't know. We also have the ASM HydroSynth new ASM Manager app, firmware update 2.2. Apparently, this thing is way easier to use, way more functional. I got a HydroSynth Deluxe, so I'll definitely be checking that out. We got a MOS 101 sweet-sounding VA monosynth. Nobody cares about that. Spent all your money on a Moog Muse, get free sounds. Okay, Echo Craft, you spent all your money on a Moog Muse. Here's some free presets for you. We got the Kodomo Essence update. Now makes this 300 voice digital poly more powerful. You hear that? 300 voice. This is a sleeper. Let me go into this for a second. This thing here, people have been talking about this for ages, and it's a 300 voice digital poly monster. Okay, the new firmware update's out of control. Okay, it's got a bunch of new features. They updated the firmware. You got an 18 track 128 step sequencer. You can work with MIDI external devices. They added a second LFO. You can save and recall presets, free running envelopes, modulation matrix. You can modulate itself. The update's free, so go and get your money on it. $1,200, right? So same price as a 1200, same price as basically a Mantis, a little cheaper than a TE05, same price as a HydroSynth, and it's got a beautiful big old screen on it, and people love it. And if you want any information about that, I think Harmonic Sonics got one, and I think Synth Fantasy got one. So hit those two guys up if you want anything to look at there. So everybody in chat, Robbie Taylor, man, thanks for calling in. Robbie Taylor gave us a $2 donation that will go towards my Italian sub with extra mayo and a little bit of ketchup for those butt ends. And Harmonic Sonic, Synth Sonic, Banana Rider, Roy Droid Void, Patch Dog in the house, baby. What's up, my brother? Machines 1, Z Aerotome, Space Capsule, what's happening? Georgie G's, Donnie Wrangler's in the house, Echo Crafts is sleeping, the Machines 1 is here, Harmonic Sonics. All right, man, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a good evening. I gotta get gone now, because you know how it is. We gotta work. Some people don't gotta work, but I gotta work. So we'll send you out on a good tune. Just remember, this is the attitude era, baby, and a lot of things are changing. And guess what? You're gonna see a lot of people changing too, because we don't follow the trends, baby. We set the trends, AKA trendsetters.